Hey everyone, Casualties of Gaming here. I wanted to do a quick video about the Magic X040. So we had talked about this a while ago, and it has definitely caught my interest. So basically what this is you can kind of see from this video, with this dude playing with fingering the device. Yes, I said that. So it's basically shooting a DS emulation. It's pretty obvious. I wish that we could get... So I didn't watch this whole video. Okay, I guess that is a joystick. So I had debated whether or not this was going to be a slider or a joystick. It does look like the way he's doing that is a joystick. So that's good to see in my opinion. I have not been wild about sliders. It's a little hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's a joystick. Anyway, so we yesterday when I was doing the video about the Retroid Pocket Classic, either during me doing that or before it at some point, the specs for this device had dropped. So, things interest of note. The CPU, an all-winner Cortex A53 A133P, 1.8 gigahertz clock speed, GPU, IMG Power VR GE8300. So if that sounds familiar, it's because that's the same GPU and CPU that is in the TrimUI brick. I have not owned one of these. I've heard they're pretty fantastic. I have the oh god, I'm brain fart. The Miu Mini Plus, and they just seemed really, really similar. I don't see this doing much different than the one I already have, so I just didn't. I've heard this thing is pretty awesome, and I've kind of wanted to get it. Linux operating system, yeah, it's not. If it ran Android, maybe. The only reason the Retroid Pocket Classic is appealing to me is because I might be able to run some Android games on it that I already own on my phone, which would be kind of cool. Talk about systems from... Oh, the RAM. So this, unlike the brick, it's got 1 gig of LPDDR3. This has 2 gigs of DDR4. So I'm guessing that probably has to do with the DS emulation. Watching this video, things seemed pretty picture perfect as far as DS emulation goes. I'm guessing there's not a whole lot of upscaling going on. This does look sharper than the DS, but then again, this screen situation is smaller than the DS. So there's that. At least the DS Lite, I believe, is the one I have. I don't and never have owned a launch DS, so there's that. But oops. It doesn't look like it's trying to punch above its weight. They got a list of systems here. The only one I could see this thing maybe having some issues with is PSP, but that just kind of depends. Maybe y'all can educate me in the comments if you have a TrimUI brick. If it runs PSP, if it runs... I mean, according to this photo, there's a PSP emulator in it. So maybe you can tell me how this fares with that. I'm not really sure. I don't own one. But everything else, if it can run DS, I gotta think that Dreamcast and N64 would be fine. And there's nothing else. Maybe Sega Saturn? I'm not big on arcade, so y'all can maybe educate me on that. But like the Game Boy, the Game Gear, Game Boy Color, I'm not seeing Game Boy Advance listed here. Am I imagining that? Huh. Weird. Oh, no, there it is right there. It's just not next to these. Okay. Intellivision, Master System, Sega 32X. Not that there's a lot of games for that. Neo Geo, Mega Drive, which is the same as the Genesis. Not basically, it is the same as the Genesis. So everything that you would probably want. The only Atari system here is the 7800. but I would imagine if it's going to run the 7800, it's going to run anything before that, the 2600, which is, famous for that awesome ET game. But yeah, oh, back to the video for a second. So I'm not sure how credible this YouTube channel is. I want to say I used it for reference for one of my other videos. I think I've covered the 040 and the other device they've recently released, the 28 something, mini 28, something like that. I don't know exactly, these guys haven't done 100 predictions or anything, but according to this, it's expected in mid-April, and it's expected to cost $75, which I think is a good thing. I had speculated in my last video that it needed to be under $100 because if it wasn't under $100, you might as well just buy a DS Lite and an R4 card. I know some people in the comments that said, well, the R4 cards burn out. Yeah, but you can just keep buying them however often you need to, and it's not that much of an investment. And I have an R4 card for mine, I think, and I've never had an issue with it. But anyway, so I am interested in this. Will I get one? We'll see. I don't buy all the devices I'm interested in, as insane as that might seem. I know some of y'all like to collect the hell out of these things, and more power to you. I'm not gonna fucking do that. But anyway, I am interested in this device. We shall see what happens. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, do whatever. Go in the comments and tell me to go fuck myself. You have a voice, you can use it. I have the Game Boy Advanced SP Reshell. The video is shot. I just need to edit it. I was hoping to do that before. That was planning to be my next video. And after yesterday, but this came up and I wanted to do something. So, yeah. Anyway, again, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.